Hey everybody, this is Nate with another Backcountry beer review. Today I'm in Bay Area of California. I decided I was here for work, had pretty much a whole day after my flight got in, so figured might as well use it, get out, do something active. I decided to drive up to the top of Mount Diablo, which is a California P2K, and Mount Diablo itself, like I said, drive up. There's a road that goes all the way up to the top, not very backcountry-y, not really good for exercise. So I decided to hike over to the North Peak, which is about 2 miles away, and there's not a soul here except for the people I hiked here with. The beer I'm reviewing today is by Tractor Brewing Company in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's their Milk Mustachio Stout. As the name implies, it is a milk stout, and I think generally when you're talking about a milk stout, it means it's brewed with lactose or milk sugar, which kind of gives it, milk sugar is not fermentable by yeast, so it kind of gives it this sweet flavor. I'm pretty familiar with Tractor, though I have to admit I haven't had much of their beer lately. Going to school, going to undergrad at UNM, University of New Mexico, there's a Tractor tap room very close by, so they were a regular stopping point. Let's open it up and give it a taste. So you can see I brought the little telescoping glass. First time ever using it. It's pretty terrible. It actually does leak. It leaks quite a bit. Maybe I just didn't pull it out hard enough, but cheers to the first and probably only time I'm going to use this thing. Let's try the beer. It's got a really nice chocolate milk type flavor. I think that's the milk sugar. It's obviously the roasted malt because it's very chocolatey. I think it retains a lot of the sweetness. A lot of times when I have a milk stout, I think the sweetness isn't necessarily there, but for this beer, for sure, the sweetness is there. And it's pretty well balanced by, I think, some of the roastiness, some of the dark malt flavor that brings forth this kind of bitterness. Specifically, some of these sweet flavors I'm getting, I would say, like sweet caramel, maybe butterscotch. It reminds me actually of like a blondie, you know, not a brownie, a blondie. It's got this kind of like vanilla flavor. A lot of times with milk stouts, I get this like confectioner's sugar note, just this like, this pastry sweetness, and I think I get a little bit of that here as well. Yeah, it's really just, generally speaking, I think it's a really like sweet chocolatey beer, which is pretty appropriate given that it's a milk stout. But yeah, that chocolate milk, I mean really the chocolate milk flavor, I think describes like 90% of the flavor of the beer, but it's really good. I like it a lot. I think that milk stouts, to me, they can kind of have this, a lot of times their mouthfeel can almost be flat. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because they're particularly creamy or something, but this beer, I don't think falls prey to that. This beer, I think, retains enough body for it to be really enjoyable. The finish, not too bitter, actually. A lot of times stouts, I find that they have a pretty bitter finish. This one, just a smooth finish that lightly dies away. Doesn't really stick around too long. I think that's it for me, so cheers, and have a backcountry beer for me.